Hello and welcome to another Raggy's craft beer review. Today I went over to Morrisons and picked up, it's crazy at the moment, the supermarkets, not so much Asda, but certainly Sainsbury's, Tesco's and Morrisons, some mega beer releases from them. And here again, an Imperial Stout from Northern Monk, it's called Strannik, 10% Imperial Stout. It's their 9th anniversary beer. Look at that. 9 years. They have come on something in those years. Wow. I love the fact that they support local. Like me, Raggy's Beer Reviews, it's all about supporting locals. Trying to, however big you may become, locals is where you started. I started off in Nottingham. I live in Nottingham. I absolutely love where I live, for the most part. So make your pilgrimage and enlighten yourself with the dark secrets of Strannik. Don't understand anything about this beer. It was actually made. Oh no, forget that. So keep chilled and sup up. Well, it is actually. This came from a craft beer fridge in Morrisons. Good to see craft beer fridges in Morrisons. One of my Morrisons has got it, and one hasn't. The one in the scruffier area of Nottingham hasn't. The one in the more upmarket, well, slightly upmarket area, slightly has. So I think it's hit and miss. But anyway, don't know anything about the beer. It doesn't say anything, so I'm going to dive in and see how it cooks. Yeah, I paid £4 or £5 for this. I can't remember because whoever in Morrison's had just chucked them in the fridge and not stuck a date on them, not stuck any pricing on, which is actually against the law. Did you know? You can be fined per item. Back in the old days, anyway, that's what they used to tell me in Sainsbury's. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I just thought it was them being pedantic. So as you can see, black pour, quite dark tan head. I poured it like this to see how it'd go. I mean, I could have tipped the glass and made it quite with no head at all, but it's always interesting to see what happens. I mean, I had a 12% Impy the other day, Emperor's Brewery, and there was no head at all. Absolutely no head at all. Nice beer though. So, big chocolate malt on the nose. Not getting anything else with this. So, cheers everyone. This is the life, isn't it? Coming down the shed and drinking beers, trying not to drink out that's going to make me drunk later and get a bollocking. Yeah, we get a lot of them. Now we go. Um, it's funny because it's not tasting the same as the one yesterday, the other Northern Monk in Tesco's. So that was one with the can's here. Where is it? Let me grab hold of the can. So obviously, oh no, wrong one. Wrong can. There we go. Yeah, Death Star. Death Star was a Dulce di Leche Imperial Stout, 10.5%. Obviously, that was chocolate caramel sweet. This seems to be a more straight. I mean, I'm getting hints of coconut. Is that from the beer earlier? Sometimes you never know. I feel like I'm getting bourbon-esque qualities from it as well. It's flipping nice, Impy though. And Northern Monk, are delivering to the supermarkets in a way that other breweries haven't done. And I know that they're taking a hit on all these beers. They're certainly not making profit, or so little profit. But for these beers to be in supermarkets, this is amazing. A lot of people don't go to craft beer, don't buy online, don't go to craft beer bottle shops. So for them, this is their only step into that wider world of beers. And what a world. What a world, eh? Oh, God, that's tasting fine. So, if anybody's had both the Northern Monk releases and also the Vocation one, let me know what you think. If you've had all three, let me know what you think, because these are the big three Imperial Stouts in supermarkets now. I personally think this is up there, slightly in front of the other Northern Monk, and just below the Vocation. Only just, and that's all down to personal preference. Um, this versus the Brewdog Rum and Rattle on the shelf behind me would be an interesting battle. So it will be on my agenda to yeah, it will be on my agenda to review beer versus beer. Let's see how we go with this. It feels thicker than the other Northern Monk as well. The one yesterday was a little bit thin, a little bit. And I've seen the comments come through, and I do agree with the comments. This seems more thicker. For me, more straight up Impy. I'm not tasting anything. I thought I got a bit of bourbon, but and coconut as well. But that might have just been my taste buds. I did drink a coconut beer earlier, um, so reviewed one. So yeah, second review of the night. Might even sneak a third beer review in yet. You never know. These things happen, don't they? Ooh, gotta say, feeling that on the head now. Um, so yeah, this is quality. This is, you can tell it's quality. It's just got that. It's got a lovely look about it, and this is the new Robin Hood Beer Festival glass that I got this year. Actually, really different. Not a tankard like we normally have, or a tulip glass, but like a straight up glass. Obviously, it's probably a cheap exercise done for cheapness, but I actually think it's not a bad glass, to be fair. Yeah. For me, I don't know anything about the beer, so what you're seeing is somebody who hasn't researched. I don't research anyway. I forget 2 minutes in, pointless, and so bloody forgetful. So it's just a straight up beer review. Don't you always think that's the best way anyway? Yeah, you get what you get. You don't. I mean, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Oh, what I do get is a bloody stunning Imperial Stout. Make no bones about it. That is a nice. Um, if I was going to do a battle, I would probably pit Conrad Stout from Lervig, who they have actually done collabs with, against this in a battle of the Morrisons beers. hoping that people can get these beers. Obviously, as we all know, at the start of when craft beers are released in supermarkets, the fact is that some areas are behind and some areas will never see these. It's so sad. Obviously, it's down to the range of your supermarket and how big. If it's a Tesco's Extra, I would have thought that you would, but not all Tesco's Extras are the same. I went to one yesterday in Oak Tree, in Mansfield. It was called Oak Tree anyway, or whatever it was called. Shane and Liam both shop there, and I went there, and gotta be honest, stunning Tesco's, absolutely massive. It's like twice the size of most Tesco's Extras that I've been in. So yeah, it's like a super extra. So sometimes it's worth going that little bit further. Obviously, all depends on what you can afford. You can afford to do. Driving these days it's not easy. If you buy car, or if you buy bus or walking, then yeah, you have to think about these things. But 9th anniversary beer. Let's talk about Northern Monk. I absolutely love this brewery. I love their wraparound. Bullman Beers got me onto. I did a beer haul from Low Cost Beer, and there was loads of the Patrons Project, and there's like a bit that you peel off, and there's loads of literature and information about the beer and the background of the people who collabed with Northern Monk. And I absolutely love that. I love that Northern Monk have got this local thing going on where they collab with literally anyone. Yeah. One day. Maybe. But yeah, and the range of beers, the styles of beers, they're not afraid of bringing out some just wacky beers, chili beers, oat wine, and I've reviewed a lot on this channel, and I have a genuine appreciation of breweries who do against the norm, do something different. It may not always sell well, but if you're brewing beer, then brewing something that's different and trying it. Yeah, because if you don't brew things that are different, you'll never know. If you brew something that's totally different, then there's a possibility of you opening a door to a wider world of brewing that type of beer. And through the ages, there's different styles of beer that have come out. Some have been appreciated, some maybe not. And then 5 years down the line, that beer that was not appreciated is the new king of beers. And yeah, it's they've done well. They've really done well. And obviously they've got the tap rooms, different tap rooms across. I know that because whenever I tag Northern Monk on Facebook or Twitter, certainly Instagram, I come across different things, and I always try and tag everything that's Northern Monk in, because as a beer reviewer, if I'm drinking great beer, they need to be tagged. Every little bit of social media is fantastic because you tag them in, it bumps them up. People read your feed and they think, oh, I like the sound of that. And social media is powerful. If only people did that with my beer reviews, but hey ho. So let's carry on with the drink. I've let it breathe for a bit now, which is the intention of doing longer beer reviews. As you know, a raggy beer review is never a short beer review. There are times when I do short beer reviews, especially if I'm at a pub, because I feel like an idiot yakking, and there's people watching me and thinking, what's that idiot doing? But on the whole, yeah, I have a genuine appreciation of beer, a genuine fondness of breweries, and yeah, and it's not like I need. I spend a lot of, like most people, we spend a lot of money on beer, and we appreciate what we get, especially when it's a great beer, obviously. So, black body, tan head. What happened then? My mouth got too close to the glass. I still get a little bit of bourbon-esque qualities on this. Is it a straight up Imperial Stout? It seems to me to be a straight up Imperial Stout. Certainly big on chocolate. Coffee coming into the equation. I just get luxury. I get a luxurious feeling of this. Quality. I need to buy another can of this. I also need to buy Conrad, the Lervig Stout, the Impy, and do this versus Lervig. Two straight up Imperial Stouts, 1v1 Battle of the Beers. Gonna do it on the channel before Christmas, possibly on the run up to Christmas. Got so many plans for the channel, you know. I've been a bit lacking, I know that. I've had issues, yeah. I've always got issues. Mental health issues nonetheless. But yeah, certainly want to do more beer battles. Craft beer battles as well. Craft beer battles are more expensive than trad. Not going to do craft versus trad because I don't feel it's fair to put a £4 beer versus a £2 because of like this against King Goblin be a mismatch in a lot of ways. For a straight up Impy, that is flipping stunning. Absolutely stunning. Out of 5 then. Again, another 4.64 out of 5. Oh, there's some cracking beers out there at the moment. I've got to be honest. Is it a worthy addition to the Morrisons? Oh, hell yes. And from Raggy's Beer Reviews from Nottingham, massive. Happy 9th anniversary to Northern Monk. Yeah, love your beers. Keep on doing what you do. Keep pushing boundaries. Keep bringing out the Patrons Project. And always up for a collab. And I had to get that one in. No one's ever interested, but I had to get it in. But in any case, nonetheless, a stunning beer from Northern Monk. And wow. People who get this, go down to your local Morrisons. Get this. Try it. If you've not tried the Conrad Stout, try that as well. Sometime in the future, the near future, before Christmas. This against Lervig Conrad Stout. 8 or 9 quid for the privilege, but it'll be a live worth remembering. Cheers, everyone.